For centuries, the city of Mosul, meaning the linking point in Arabic, has been an important commercial and cultural hub. The city was home to people from diverse backgrounds, ethnicities, and religious beliefs. Mosul connected with China to the east, with the Mediterranean to the west, Anatolia to the north, and Mesopotamia to the south. Until very recently, Mosul was one of the most populous urban centers in the region, and it was known for its places of knowledge, religious sites, commerce, and leisure. Mosul is a major city in northern Iraq, located approximately 400 kilometers north of Baghdad. The city today sprawls on both sides of the river Tigris, on its west and east banks. The Old City is located on the west bank of the Tigris River and is home to a multifarious ethnic and religious mixture of inhabitants. The Old City presents a labyrinth-like medieval layout composed of mostly late Ottoman domestic architecture, as well as a wealth of religious buildings, mostly Muslim and Christian, spanning from the 12th century to the 19th century. The Old City of Mosul is a semblance of tolerance and coexistence, and a testimony to the rich cultural diversity of Iraq and the region as a whole. In 2014, conflict struck the city of Mosul. Many religious buildings and shrines, as well as archaeological sites, were destroyed, changing the demographic of the city and its diversity, forcing millions into displacement. The destruction did not spare the city's most emblematic building, the Great Mosque of the city, Al-Nouri, and its iconic leaning Al-Khadba minaret. In February 2018, the Director General of UNESCO launched the flagship initiative Revive the Spirit of Mosul as the organization's response for the recovery of one of Iraq's iconic cities. The initiative aims at restoring the urban, social, and cultural fabric of the Old City of Mosul. In order to achieve this goal, UNESCO and the Iraqi government have embarked on a project to reconstruct the Old City's historic landmarks, among which is the Al-Nouri Mosque and its iconic Al-Khadba minaret. The project is implemented with generous financial contribution of the government of United Arab Emirates and with the full support of the Prime Minister of Iraq and the UN Secretary General. The initiative to revive Mosul is not only about reconstructing heritage sites, it is also about empowering the population as agents of change. It is the Iraqi people who will lead the process of rebuilding their city through culture and education. It is a strong message that an inclusive, cohesive, and equitable society is the future that Iraqis deserve, and the first step towards social cohesion and reconciliation.
والله كثير تألمنا بصراحة يعني وأثر على نفسيتنا يعني أنا من الناس يعني قمت أبكي بصراحة. يمثل حضارة الموصل وحضارة العراق.
يعيدون الإعمار معناه يعيدون الموصل، يعيدون تراث الموصل، يعيدون الناس اللي يحبون الموصل. حلوة داخلة بالروح، داخلة بالقلب.
The Grand Al-Nouri Mosque was founded in the 12th century by Nuruddin Mahmud Zengi, the Atabic ruler who issued the order of its construction during his visit to Mosul. The site for the mosque was strategically chosen at the core of the urban fabric of existing city at that time, with a vast courtyard, which is still one of the largest open spaces within the urban fabric of the current old Mosul city. The Grand Al-Nouri Mosque, with its high-leaning Al-Khadba minaret, emerged vertically out of the horizontal skyline of the urban fabric and continued dominating this skyline to become a symbol not of Mosul only, but as one of the major icons of whole Iraq.
The mosque complex premises encompass the prayer hall and the minaret as the main buildings of the complex, as well as a number of secondary buildings and services connected to this religious function. The prayer hall building was heavily modified during centuries. In fact, in 1944, the old prayer hall was completely dismantled and newly rebuilt with new architectural features. After the destruction in 2017, preliminary works to clear the site started in 2019 with the invaluable support of the Ministry of Culture of Iraq and the Sunni Endowment.
بالنسبة للكاميرات ثم عمل الويرهاوس والمخزن لحفظ الأحجار الأثرية الموجودة بالجامع ورفع الأنقاض وإزالة العبوات الناسفة.
أثناء رفع الأنقاض تم فرز القطع الأثرية على أساس المادة المكونة لها إن كان الطابوق أو من حجر الفرش الموصلي المرمر.
In order to rehabilitate the Al-Nouri complex, UNESCO will administer an international design competition. The contest invites architects or team of architects and engineers from around the world to draw up innovative visions on how to rebuild one of the most emblematic sites of Iraq. A challenging and unique endeavor to harmoniously fuse the past with the present, creating an integrated design which will blend the historical remains with the newly designed buildings and landscapes. By creating new spaces dedicated to the community for education, social, and cultural activities, the project envisions a space to serve community beyond its principal religious function.